is Eric. I'm making some faces. Faces you can talk to. Faces that talk back to you. It's Friday. I feel good on a Friday. Friday is peak freedom. Friday evening. And you know what else? Got a holiday on Monday. So it's the start of a 3-day weekend. And my aim is to, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do. But first, let's demo. Wait, I don't have much to demo. I really don't. But still, let's demo anyways. Keep the tradition alive of demoing at the beginning of the session and then moving on to doing some work. All right. So, I guess the thing I would be demoing from the previous day's work would be a bug fix. I can't even remember what the bug fix was exactly. Okay, I can kind of remember. But okay, what I got done in the last session is I made it so that undo and redo were just rock solid with some changes I made to make movement between the undo and redo states or revision states more efficient and less prone to problems. So I can kind of click on things, move them around. Importantly, I can change colors of things, and let's see what else. Okay, now it still will have to do some loading each time I pick a new color because it's reloading the part and it's applying some pixel level changes. But if I undo, here, let's make one face that is like not screwed up in some way as the end state. All right, so there you got kind of a big hat. All right, let's see, maybe like that. Okay, that's the end state at the very end of the undo stack. Now if I just keep clicking undo, the undos are pretty much instant now. There's no waiting for things to load, so I just go undo, 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 undo. Okay, and it is remembering some previous stuff I did prior to this. I can keep on going undo with that if I want. All right, and this is the initial state if you just load in the face with no changes made. Okay, so I can go in the opposite direction really fast too. All that clicking is me clicking on my mouse. So yeah, that works. So I think I've got maybe one more bug to fix on these extra parts. I'll show you the bug. What I aim to do, I don't want to commit to it. It'll make me feel bad if I commit to it and I'm not actually done with it. What I aim to do is finish up the rest of the extra part stuff tonight. And that would allow me to start tomorrow with a full friggin' Saturday in front of me on the persistent stuff, which is saving these changes someplace on the browser's persistent storage, which allows me to come back to a later session and have the same work available. And that I'm excited to do. I suppose I could do a little more work here. Oh yeah, okay. Saturday, no, actually, I think I will work on making the test voice do something useful when you change between these. And then persistence. Because those will be the last kind of MVP features of this faces screen before I get to persistence. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of important, I've found, as a habit, to pick features and to complete them all the way to the end. So you can just put them in the done pile and not keep on thinking of things you want to come back to and tweak and sort of miss your understanding of exactly how far away you are from being done. So if you complete features all the way to 100% done, you end up having a clearer idea of how much work is left to do. A lot of new engineers, a lot of new developers, they tend to jump around between different feature areas and work on whatever is fun and whatever kind of delivers a result. And what that does is it backloads all of the sort of boring work, all the bug fixes, all the stuff that's kind of tricky to the end of your project. And when you get there, it takes, so much more just sheer willpower to burn through all that stuff. So I prefer to eat my vegetables along with my meat and potatoes and dessert. Not that vegetables are so bad, but you get the metaphor. Just kind of mix in all the types of work together instead of having all the icky stuff at the end, because that'll kill you. You'll have less energy at the end of a project than you will have at the beginning. So yeah, the bug I want to fix, you'll see it here. I'll add a second extra part. A hat on a hat. And I cannot select this part. It's not tracked in the same way. So before I get to deep troubleshooting of it, because I made so many changes without looking at how the existing code would need to be updated to work with the new changes, I want to just read through the code a little bit and get a sense of, did I actually do this the right way? I had some GraphQL stuff up here for a bit. I'm going to close that. And let's go to Wisp. Here we go. Might as well also open up SL WebFace, which is a library specific to face animation that I created. Okay. So let's think about the different operations here. Can I undo out of this? I think I can. There we go. Here, let's do a full reload just in case I put something in a bad state. All right. Extra number 1. Add a hat. Okay. At this point, because I've done so much testing, I'm pretty confident about the quality of the code around adding the hat. So I won't dig into that. But what about adding a second hat? Okay, so it's going to be after I click on this add button, what's going to happen? I'll take a look through the code a little bit. Okay, so on the faces screen, it's just a bit warm in this room from my body heat and the monitors and the computers. So open that door and get a little cool air coming in. It's weird because it's still winter here and I've got like the thermostat down. Okay, but still it gets warm. Okay, so it's going to be the parts extra selection pane. Okay, come over here. This passes in on add. Okay, so go back to faces screen. And up top I've got the extra here. On add, on choose extra. That will open up a modal dialog. Part chooser interactions. It should be One extra changed. Okay, it's going to get passed to a slot number. Parts. The loadable parts, I should say. Okay. Set model dialog, set revision. So I kind of wonder what's going on here. Okay, so I disable everything. I close the modal dialog. I say for the part number passed in, and I want to check a little bit later that this is, no, it is passing the right thing. I know it is. Okay, so I get the URL, I get the head, I get the part UI manager. I'm kind of trying to early fail up here in case something's wrong. There's, okay, current component, find extra canvas component, head, extra slot now. This seems like it should be working correctly. This is something new I added with the slot number. If we got something, then we're going to replace it with this guy, with whatever was chosen. Okay. Otherwise, we'll get a new component, load that, and we'll reparent it to the head. Okay, then we say track parts for face, get head. This one I should look into. So I don't know if I did anything to make it work with extra parts. Yeah, that kind of makes sense for me to make sure that that's correct. Okay, and then we make sure that what is this? This extra part knows is what's currently selected. Okay. And that's going in the revision. This is what's currently selected, right? My naming could be better. I'll say that. Because I've already forgot what these variables mean. That's not good, because I only added that last week and I'm just forgetting. Like, what the heck is, what are these? Okay, now I remember. What I could do is rename this just a little bit. I could say this is extra slot part nose, because the slot tells me that it's not coming from the chooser. The chooser has its own stuff that goes into it, its own variables that track, you know, what available parts there are. But the slots, they're for saying, for this face, what selection are we making? Which part number is going into that slot? So I'll just rename that, and that'll cause a bunch of syntax errors, but that's okay, because all the syntax errors are little bits of code for me to update, and I'll find them pretty quickly. So let's go back to part chooser interactions. Extra. Yeah, that's actually something to be careful about, because this is one where I've got changes can be anything. So let me just do a keyword search for extra part nose and see where all that term comes up. And I think I'll just edit them this way. I'm glad I did a search. This is definitely a better way to find everything. Yikes. Jeez, it's non-trivial to change all these. Well, yeah, maybe it is trivial. It's more tedious. Just a lot of repetition. Data entry. What are you? There it is. Okay. And someone might say, just do global search and replace. That's how you can really fuck up in ways that don't make much sense. So, for example, I would have. Yeah, never mind. It's just too easy to make mistakes that way. Okay. All right. So that did nothing as far as fixing the bug. It just made it so that I would have an easier time remembering what these things are for. Okay. Going back to Part UI Manager. Where you at? Where you at? I don't see it. Part UI Manager. Track part. Create track parts for face. That should be okay. Well, track parts for face. That's the one. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, how am I doing this? First I say create track parts for face. It's going to give me a list of all the parts. It's going to give me a list of all the track parts in whatever face is passed in. Okay, and then remove anything that's not in there. Okay, let me see. How am I doing that? I'm saying if the component doesn't match, then remove the part. I think I could do better. ID, because I just added this thing, this ID, which is supposed to persist. Okay. That might have fixed some bugs right there. More than one, perhaps. Let's see. Okay, so it removes missing parts. Okay, then we go through this new set of track parts. Let me say for each one, find whatever is the current part that matches to it. And this I can get better. Yeah, okay. Find part by ID is what I want. This might be the thing I need to fix right here. This track parts. Next part, component ID. Okay, where's this find part thing? Find part by ID, find part. Yeah, you've got it right here. Okay. So we'll say find part by ID and then create that function. Very easy function. Find part by component. Find part by ID. So we find the part by ID, then we add or replace it. Hold on, I'll use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Just look away. What a bruise. Pushing on its own doesn't matter.
I've pushed people by accident.
I'd rather we not focus on that's the bad look.
He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
We'll go back to normal. Just wait a
People
bit.
want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one and see what they say.
Okay, you're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy.
died.
You should be more
Can we
afraid.
get a beard in here?
Why is it that hard? She just wanted people to clear a path.
She pushed someone.
She's one of those types.
In the first place. But do we understand?
Wait, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter.
Violet, I've pushed people by accident.
I'd rather we not focus on that's the bad
Look,
look.
he's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
too pushy. Can we get in here?
All right. Whew. That feels promising to me. Let's just do a build. See if everything still builds okay. Get out of this directory and go to Wisp npm run build. I did a little training today in GraphQL. It's not my favorite thing, to be honest, GraphQL. But for the day job, it was good to understand it better than what I do. All right, so that looks like failure. Let's refresh. Okay. Still got some console logs here that are probably not helpful. Okay. Extra number 1. Add a part. Okay, that continues to work. Okay, test number 2, let's replace it. Not bad. So far so good. Now the big one. Can we add another part? No. Hat on a hat. Oh, I think I cracked it. Hat on a hat on a hat. Let's do it. Go the other way. Boom, boom. It's the most happy making thing all day. It's so simple. I tell you, this is fun to play around with. I'm looking forward to giving it to other people to do things with, letting them enjoy it. I'm looking forward to adding like a large number of parts that you can use to combine and get different things in there. Alright, so let's check out all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. Click on something else. Bam, okay, like that, like that, like that. Looking good. Okay, let's do hair color replacement. Let's do a dye job on this guy. Give him, I don't do purple very often. Everything came back. Oh, the ordering. I have to remember that too. That's a thing. That is a thing. Okay. That's probably what we'll use the next hour for, is fixing the ordering stuff. Because I don't want to let the user just put whatever order they want, but I do want to let them have a consistent order as they go. I don't want it to change. But did it just change? Now I'm wondering. I think what changed is I moved something and then the automatic reordering kicked in. So if I redo to here, then the ordering's lost. Then I touch something, I move something. Was it just that I moved this one here? Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's all it was. Okay, so the ordering did change, and there's nothing too unexpected there. So I don't have code that says we're going to reorder these hats in a standard way. So it just kind of has a lot of undefined behavior. But anyways, let's undo, back out. Just to test undo with this recent set of changes. Okay. So these long undos are good for just checking a whole ton of interactions at once, the integrity of them. Okay, there's the reordering. Cool. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's do a git commit, because that's a pretty significant bug fix. On WebFace, do I have anything outstanding? Nope, it's clean. Anything that needs to push are already up to date. Okay, git status. I'm gonna get rid of that console log too. You're saying no console log? Maybe I've got one in WebFace. Okay, no problem. If that's the case, I want to get rid of it there. Really? Okay, what is happening over here? Canvas component. And you're saying you don't got a console log. Maybe I just never did a build. That's probably what it is. So in that case, I'll go and do build on WebFace. Okay. And let's git commit A. Bam. And we'll say fixed bug preventing adding multiple extra parts. Git push. All right, now, WebFace. In fact, I think I have this in a to-do already. Ordering logic for extra parts. How to do this? Requirements. Parts. Extra parts should be initially ordered according to the part definition. hiccups. Kind of hiccups. Okay. Let me see. In my part definition, let's see. What am I saying? Place after. It could be none. It could be. Okay. Okay. Future. Wow, changes the order. Ordering doesn't. Ordering stays consistent with other changes made. When other changes are made. Okay, so those are my requirements. So my first solution I can think of is give each canvas component a draw order. I'm pretty sure this is what is going to be used, this solution here. Let's say, first of all, let's say each canvas component gets a draw order. Then I'll say how it happens. Okay, part, loader, util. That's where I am. Load component from part URL. Okay, so for this, I can assign it assign for non-extra parts, use part type to draw order map to set the draw order. For extra parts, look at the place after value from init data. Assign value to init data draw order. Okay, and what does it do down here? Load canvas component for part type. Okay. Just gonna call the loader func. Okay. Um, do I like the place after thing? So the place after can be none, which means behind the head, head, eyes, mouth, nose. I think I do like that. Okay, I might leave that there. But actually, I don't even need that. I don't have to assign anything. I just need the place after value to be present within init data for extra parts. That's all I need, so I don't actually need anything here. Draw order is not set here. Okay. Any other stuff that might like... Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of defensive programming here. If next component part type not equals original component part type, throw error unexpected. Just had a moment of paranoia about that. Okay, so at the part loading level, I already have everything being done that's needed. Let's see, sort head children in drawing order. Okay, sort based on a new draw order property. Okay. Canvas component. It's gonna need draw order, getter, setter. And setter I'm even like a little hesitant to use, but okay. Okay, face loader util. Or face document util. I wonder if this is even used anymore. I would actually like to remove this function. Let me just go check for that. Is there any usage of? There's not. I can get rid of it. And if I'm wrong, I'll find out and I can get revert stuff. Let's just yank this out though. I like deleting code. Deleting code makes me pretty happy. Oops. What do we got? Boom. Okay. And I get to delete more code. Find component by part URL, which is kind of a bad practice. Okay, I like that. I like simplified code. Load face from URL. And I should probably, I'll wait to refactor it, but there should probably be a load face from definition function, which does most of the stuff, and then the load from URL happens here and passes to the other function. But I can wait on that. So inside of here, I need something to set the draw order, and I think that will conclude it. I think that's probably the solution that I want to. Like, I don't know if I need to do a number 2. I'll think about it for a moment. So assign draw order values. Okay, I think that's it. Is there like a much better way to do this? I don't think so. Okay. All right, I'm just going to start doing it. So all this stuff happens inside of SL Web Face. Which is where I'm at. Let's go through it one thing at a time. Canvas component, let's do it here first. Ooh, I did think of one other thing. There's more than one drawing order, or there's more than one thing which would affect the order that they're drawn in. So let's go back to my design. The problem is one edge case, drawing behind the head. So like a ponytail, for example. It's an edge case. I can come back and write code for it later. Okay. That's the only thing that would be affected. And I don't even know if it's worth writing code for. Like, if there was a character that truly needed that, I could have the drawing order be. I could have like a custom head asset that includes whatever the thing is it's supposed to draw behind them. Okay, so I'm just not gonna worry about it too much. The the way I could probably resolve it is combining it with the asset for the head image. There's multiple ways to resolve it. It's an easy problem to solve. I don't want to get sidetracked by the complexity of it. Okay, come down here, make sure this stuff is correctly set up. Okay, make some getters and setters. So that finishes that. Part loader util. That's the next thing. Sort head children in drawing order. That seems pretty good. Otherwise, we say A draw order minus B draw order. Okay, that should fix all that. Okay, and this last one. This is no longer being used. Let's just take it out. Yeah. Okay. So I think I got all of this in my head now, so I'm just going to delete it. Let's go to face document util, load face from URL. Okay, base component. I'm gonna call this the head component just so there's a little consistency. Okay. Initial draw. Let me see what's the best way to do this. I think I could keep like a structure. Has all the next next draw orders. Yeah, okay. Type next draw orders. Before head number. After head. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. It's not doing it quite right here. Okay, after head. After eyes. Aftermath. After nose. Okay. And yeah, constant const head draw. Okay, we'll put it at 100. Okay. Eyes draw order equals 200. Mouth draw order equals 300. Nose draw order equals 400. Okay, the idea is extras could be in any of these categories. Let's see, what am I missing? Nothing. Okay, so we'll say return forehead 0 after head draw order +1 after eyes after eyes draw order +1 after mouth draw order +1 after nose draw order +1. Okay, that's it for that. Find draw order for component. Okay, and we'll just pass in the child component and the next draw orders, which will get updated. Switch child component part type case type, return, head draw order, case. Yeah. Turn mouth. What? Import. Import. All right. Cast nose. Or type. Return nose. Draw order. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, import. Okay. Default. Extra. All types. Okay. Const. Place after equals child component, init data, and then I think it causes an error if I destructure and there's nothing there, so I'll do place after. And honestly, that syntax isn't that intuitive or useful unless you're destructuring multiple members from an object instance. If not place after, then what the fuck? Throw error. Unexpected. Okay. But otherwise, let's just see what we got. Switch, place after. Case. Yeah. This is gonna need more constants. Okay. Place after none equals none. Place after head. Or let's say place before. No, that's good. Place after head equals head. But even then, let's. None is the only one that I have to define a constant for, because all the other ones are just the same as these constants I've got defined. So case, place after none, return, next draw orders, before head, and I will do a plus plus on it. There we go. Case, head part type, return. Before no, after head, okay. Mouth. Sometimes I'm thinking about something else that I'll have to do, and it slows me down for what I'm doing currently. And then I don't want to stop what I'm doing currently, but I don't want to lose the thing that just flooded into my head for a moment. the thing that floated into my head was that missing the eyes. Okay. Was that I'll also need to have some assignment of draw order. Eyes for adding new components after the face is loaded from a URL. I'll think about the best place to put that in a moment. Now I can get rid of that constant this way. And it will also be maybe not a bad way of showing. Never mind. Whatever my thought was, it wasn't that good. Okay, so I can get rid of this constant. Okay, so it looks like that covers all the control paths. I think I need something kind of like this function, but for the case where I'm adding a new component to an existing face that's not loading from the URL all at one time. Let's say a function find, oops. Oh. Okay, yeah. Function find next drop order for part type. Let's do find initial draw order for component. Okay. That's the wrong name. After for loaded face part type, find the next draw order for loaded face part type. Very specific. I'll give myself that much credit. Okay, add component. Find next, let's see. All right, come on. Find next extra. It's just a terrible function name. Find next draw order for added extra part. Okay. So say head component that we're adding it to. And we shouldn't need anything else besides that except place after I do wonder, like, I could simplify this code, make it less performant, but simplify it by having this code here use this function down beneath. I think I prefer not to. Another thing I could do is have this structure be generated. Have this structure be generated from the head component. And that will keep it so I'm using the same sort of logic in either case, and I like that. So let's see. Maybe even just pass the head component in. Just do it. Just pass it in. Head component, canvas component, and if it's already been figured out, great. Let's set initial values here. Yeah, okay, I got it. Const next draw orders. Next draw orders equals this, and then we'll just return this at the end. And I'm feeling I want to like move some of this stuff off into a separate module, but let's wait on doing that. Okay, so then we say for every component that we find that is an extra component, if it's got a value that's greater than what's in the next draw orders, okay. It's just going to be easier to go through and do it. Okay, const components equals. So you can do it this way. Extra components. Nah. If I already got to loop through, then just do it this way. Okay. Components equals head component, children, or I'll say children. Children for each child. If child part type not equal to extra part type, and return. That's the same thing as continue for these array extension methods. Okay, so what am I saying? If I gotta get the place after value, so const same thing as this. Let's just say return, and then this will be child. Okay. Do I need to see the place after though? I guess it's useful because it allows me to compare against the current value. Yeah, okay. So switch. Basically this bit down here. Let's bring that up top up here. Okay, then we say let's see. Next, draw orders after head equals math. I want the maximum of these two values. The current value or I'll have to, okay, hold on, const draw order after child, or after child draw order equals child draw order plus 1. Okay, so let me say bam, bam, set that like so, and break. Okay, so it's just going to be this kind of thing for the next one, so I'll do some paste and edit it up. Okay, so this is going to be after eyes, after mouth, after nose, before head. Okay, same stuff down here. After eyes, after mouth. Some ordering logic for putting parts on a face. Okay. And this is going to be forehead. Okay. So that seems like it's close to being what is needed. Maybe it's exactly what is needed. Create next draw orders. Pass in the head component to get that. Okay. Yeah, it really feels like these need to be in a separate module, so that's what I'm going to do. Do I want them under faces? Yeah, I think so. Draw, order, util. Come back over to here to face document, util. Let me say, take these guys, move them out, bam, bam, to here. Export type, next draw orders. Export, bam. Okay, that's not bad. I could move sort head children in drawing order over to there, I suppose. I wonder, am I actually using this over on the other side, on the Wisp? So I'd love to just kind of remove this from exports. No, I'm not using it. Good. I do want all that sorting to be contained. So yeah, let's just move that over there too. Oh, you've got that in part loader util. It would make more sense perhaps to have it in this draw order. Okay. I think, is there a better way to encapsulate some of these things? So these two are useful to be separated in the way that I'm using them inside of the face document util. To remove some imports, that's always nice. Which I'm in face document util. Okay, from draw order util. Okay. Who is calling you? Let's get you in calling order. Ooh, coming up on the end here. If I copy the draw order, you'd think that would be enough, but it's not quite. Well, as a starting point, let's copy the draw order. 2 component draw order equals from component draw order. Okay. So much new code. I don't like that so much new code feeling. But I also feel I'm close here. Close to getting this finished. I could use set parent. Set parent might be the right thing. Nah, putting a lot of logic in there. So let's instead if next component or type actually this is the code I want. Next component, init data, place after not equal component. Original component, init data, place after. Let's see. Let's just encapsulate this for readability. If needs new draw order. Next component. This is really specific to this function coupled to this function. So function needs new draw order equals original component equals that. Sometimes just an arrow function is fine. Okay. 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 If it needs a new draw order, then next component draw order equals find new draw order. Find new draw order. Okay. And you pass in the head component. And I could probably just make it so that if you don't pass this in, it'll be calculated each time, and then I can get rid of this function. I like that better. Oh, but if that's the case, then I have to pass in the head component. I don't like that. Okay. So leave it as it is, or I can also encapsulate. I just need to come up with a decent name. Find, draw order for component from head. Okay. Child component. Yeah, do it the same way as I did to draw. Head component. Canvas component. Child component. Canvas component. Number. Number. Boom. Comes. Next, draw orders equals. Great. Next, draw orders from the head. I just typed this. I should just copy and paste, but I don't know. Find, draw order for a component. Then pass in next, draw orders. And then child component. Okay. Use find, draw order for component for multiple operations for batching. When batching for better performance. Okay. The longer name it helps discourage me from just using it when I should consider what's up, you know. Okay. Where was I just? Was I in face? I feel like I hopped to someplace. God damn it. Where am I at? I was like totally spaced on where I was. It's not canvas component. I'm just going to close everything that I know is not it. Draw order util is what I just added. Face document, nothing there. Eyes, no. Recolor, no. Canvas component, no, there's nothing there. Okay. It's okay. This is it. So I wrote this function. I don't need it. Function that I'm going to use instead. So here. Okay, what's your complaint? Okay, const. Why don't I just do I don't like that question mark. There we go. Oh, I didn't have. It's so obvious that I didn't really. I could have just done this with that. This is a little more flexible. There might be a case where I don't want that parent to be set prior to the call, so that's fine. Okay. Recoloring component will not have any of those issues. Gosh, just one other case. One other case I need to handle. It's adding as opposed to replacing. I'll tell you what. If everything works when I go back to the app, then I'll keep going for a little bit longer because there's a good chance that I can just knock this out. If not, this is going to be a two-parter. Built, that much I like. Okay, it loaded. The ordering is working. Okay. This is off to a good start. Okay, I'll see if I can push on and get this to work. Yeah, let's make sure I can still replace a nose and have it be ordered correctly. Yep. Same for the mouth. Yep. Okay. Undo. Order is retained. Okay, nice. Undo. Okay, cool. All right. So the case of adding. Now that's a little trickier because the way it's happening now is with set parent. Set parent is the way you just say, oh, we're adding it now. A thing I could do is, let's see, let's export const unspecified draw order. That was -1. Yeah, okay. Do that, go on the canvas component, make the initial value be set to unspecified. Wait, why is that not an error? Did you just pick that up? No, you did. Okay. So then if I do a set parent, we'll say if the draw order if this draw order equals unspecified draw order, this draw order equals find draw order for a component from head. Okay, then we will pass in the head, which is going to be this parent, and we'll pass in this. Okay. I'm not going to test it that hard. Oh no! What? Okay. You are not happy. No place after on it. Okay. Let me see. Why would that be? Why would that be? I do. Why would it not have place after here? Well, a few things. I think I can be a little more defensively coding in that one area. Let's change this to case extra part type. Default. Return draw unspecified draw order. Okay. If not, place after return unspecified. Okay, it loaded. Okay, still got these guys. What? No part UI manager? What are you talking about? Hold on. Fresh reload. Okay, yeah. Sometimes the hot reload just doesn't do it. Okay, so that's fine. Let's start adding some extra parts. That makes sense. I think I got it, to be honest. Okay, let's see how it does with other stuff. Undo. Oh yeah, I gotta do change the skin tone to see if I get reordering. Nope, it's all good. All right, I gotta stop right here. It looks like it's all working. It looks like tomorrow I can move on to the next thing, which is great. And I think it'll be test voices, and I don't think that's going to take me all day. I don't think it's going to take me all day. So, cool. I guess this is a stream right here. I'm calling victory. Makes me feel good to end the session with everything working that I set out to do. And Good time to stop. Right here. Enjoy the rest of the weekend with my wife, then eat some food.
Just look away.
Watch some movies. Alright. Stop the stream.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter